Okay, hi folks. It's been a while since you've seen Handsome, but the last time you saw him, he was in the round pen, and I've been kind of waiting on him. I'm real happy with what he's got going on. And part of what the deal was is when I'd leave, he was looking back all the time, like he was wanting to go back to camp. And here lately, he's just leaving. And what happened was I took him down to the ranch I've been working on and put him to work. And as far as I'm concerned, I was consistent, but it wasn't my training. It was him changing his mind. He relaxed and figured out he doesn't need to be bothered about stuff, and he started getting pretty nice. And so now I'm able to communicate with him. I didn't have his brain before, but now I can actually talk to him. So I just wanted to show you where he's at now. I'll back him up, because that's, you know me, that's the thing I do. And if you'll notice now, he's starting to bridle up just a little bit. And I'm not crowding it. You see he's breaking. But when I take my legs off, he's intentionally walking backwards. And the cricket's rolling. So for me, that's the first major step in getting through to a horse's brain. And so I feel good about it. That, remember the breathing deal? I'm going to breathe and just sit down. And it carries on from the round pen to where I'm sitting right now. So I'm going to ask him again. I'll say, excuse me, by lifting my left hand. That's the pre-signal. And then I'll ask him to walk backwards. And he did it just before I backed up. If you'll notice, his skull went left and right. And that's that nervous thing he's got about looking back. And I'm not going to group over it. I'm just riding him. But the cowboy's really helped. I think if I tried to do something in an arena, which I don't have, I'd be going backwards. Okay, I'm going that way right now. Okay, we had to go catch a mule, so we're back. Anyway, Handsome is starting to relax, okay? This left-right thing is just a habit, I think. Like right there, that's a habit. Okay, that's going to go away. I'm not paying attention to it. I'm just going on with him. And I believe over time he's just going to learn to relax and he doesn't have to worry about the other shoe falling. So I'm going to put him on the logs, and what I'd like you to focus on is my left hand and him starting to get a slight understanding of collection. Now before, I couldn't get anything done with him because his brain wasn't with me. So now I'm going to go to my right And I try to keep my hand as low as I can. That's a real hard concept for a lot of people. They think they got to ride up here. And I just go up and down the neck, and then if I have to check, I check. So I'm going to go to my right. You see my left foot out. I'll lean forward. And see, now he's listening to my skeleton. So a month or so ago, I didn't have a chance of getting this done. And I want him to be able to do this. He backed up and rolled the cricket a little bit ago. And if he'd roll the cricket now, it'd tickle me to death. But I don't care. It's gonna come. But the interesting part for me is he knows what to do. He just wasn't paying attention last time. Now I'll just stop. See the non-stop cricket? That's the nerves. Well, this is an outlet for him, is the cricket. So now I'm going to say, excuse me again, and come back the other way to my left. Now what I'm trying to do is to be as subtle as I possibly can, because he's on the game now, so I don't need to do it like a Neanderthal. I'll say, excuse me, turn my toe out, look where I'm going, drop my right seat bone, my left leg is off. He moved into pressure, he just moved away. I'll sit up as straight as I can, and now I lean over to disengage the hindquarter. I'll check and release, so I don't want him walking forward. I want him to do this on a loose rein. He'll start crossing his legs all the way around eventually. But I guess the point of this story is this has been over a month, and here I am today. What's thrilling me is that I expected him, like most horses, to break at the nose, but he broke at the withers first, then the third vertebrae, so it's coming in the other way. All I got to do is get this collection to come out the bottom of his feet. So anyway, that's where we're at on Handsome, and I'm really, really happy with him. And remember, I didn't train him. I just waited on him so he could change his mind. I'm not going to go to battle with him. I refuse. He's already been to battle. So thank you. Oh, and that reminds me. I noticed on the YouTube now there's a lot more stuff about bits and bridles, and it's kind of interesting that that's starting to be a conversation. And it's kind of funny because there's not a lot of conversation about a correction bit. You're just not allowed to go there. So it really tickles me to see people talking about them. Okay, adios.